Hello and welcome to JoJo's Big Franken Beans. I'm your host, Bean, and that's the only host today. Both Frank and Big couldn't make it today. Well, we couldn't go without a show, of course. So let's get right into it. We're just going to go through a few news items here that happened this week. Not going to do the shows that we usually talk about because I have no one to talk to. But first thing on our agenda today is Rob Liefeld. So those of you who are comic book fans, I'm sure, are well aware of who Rob Liefeld is. He's the creator of Deadpool, creator of Cable. He was huge in the 90s. At that time, he was a real young guy. So this week, he was kind of in the news because he's doing a comic book with Archie Comics. It's the first issue is The Shield. Now, I was not aware of the character The Shield until Rob was doing this comic. So way, way, way back in January of 1940, Pep Comics #1 featured The Shield. And basically, he's Captain America. And he's Captain America before there was a Captain America. Marvel, or I'm not sure it was Marvel at that time, but Captain America came months later and was pretty much a copy of the shield. They even gave Captain America a shield that was triangular shaped early on, and that matched a breastplate that the shield actually wore on his costume. And they had to change Captain America's shield to the circular shield because it was too close to the original, The Shield, the character The Shield. So anyway, there's a little history on the shield. I was kind of excited about this book because I'm not familiar with the character, never read the story, and I do enjoy Rob's art. But what happened was, like with most books, there's multiple covers, and one of the covers was supposed to be top secret. And that didn't really happen. So if you go to the Archie Comics website, they'll show every one of the covers except for this one. It just says top secret. Well, someone at Archie Comics posted it on Facebook and linked it to Rob Liefeld's Facebook page. And so we all got to see it. And I even have an image of it here. Let's see. This is what it looks like. So Rob was not happy. Not at all. So this cover reveals a key plot point. It's the old shield, the old man shield, has come back from the future and is going to deal with his past self. Now, for you Rob Liefeld fans out there, does that sound a little familiar? Cable, come on. I mean, even kind of, the receding hairline and stuff kind of looks a little bit like Cable. But anyway, once that cover came out, Rob had some things to say about that. So on social media, he put, when a key plot point / element is revealed on a retail variant cover, it's probably time to exit the stage on this one. Like, seriously? There went that project. So he quit. Comic first issue hasn't even come out yet. And granted, the whole run, I think, was 3 issues, 3 one-shots. So I don't know if he completed the entire project or what's going on, but it's still up on Archie Comics website for order. So at least the first issue, I think, is going to come out. But it seems like an overreaction to me. I mean, is it really that serious? It's happened in the past. Let's take a look at one of the comics I have on my shelf. So, I got this when I was just a wee little bean. And let me remove the graphic there. In the bottom right corner, it literally says, "Oops, we gave away the key plot point," or something to that nature. My eyes aren't good enough to read it on the screen here. But anyhow, way back at the beginning of his career, same thing. He drew the cover, gives away a key plot point. Not that big of a deal. But for whatever reason this time around, he thinks it's a really big deal. I tend to think he was probably looking for an excuse to get out of this project for whatever reason. Or, and that is just speculation. Maybe he's trying to hype up the project too. I don't know. But anyway, he's out. And I think it's a shame. I was really looking forward to that comic, and if it does come out, I will still buy it. On to other things. So after Rob, we've got Superman. So if you're like me, I'm a huge fan of this new Superman show, Superman and Lois. And I've been going through withdrawal because there's been no Superman and Lois. They had a case of COVID on their set, so they had to shut down production, which led to this hiatus with no shows to be shown. But May 18th, just around the corner, 9 p.m., we're going to get more Superman and Lois. And we no longer have to deal with CW because it's now available on HBO Max. So that's where I will be watching. Another real quick thing. I was going to unbox a Spawn that I bought here on the show, but it turned out there was just so much content that we had to talk about, it just wasn't going to work out. So the one I bought is the new Mortal Kombat Commando Spawn. And I was really happy with this one because, when I read online that it was the Mortal Kombat Spawn, I was thinking it was like a 7 or 8 inch figure like all the other Mortal Kombat Spawns. But that is not the case. So the new Mortal Kombat Spawn, which is on screen right there, he's more like 11 inches. And so I was really pleasantly surprised. And it's a great statue. It looks fantastic. On the left there, you have the regular Mortal Kombat Spawn. I have the one with the battle axe, as you can see. But yeah, if you're a Spawn fan, I highly recommend this one. It's a really cool toy. And the last thing I have for you guys, I know it's a short show today, but like I said, talking to myself. So, last thing I have is Mcfarlane Toys. They got some new ones out for pre-order. So just found out today they have a Dr. Fate and a Flash Hot Pursuit toy. So here's what they look like. I think the Dr. Fate is really cool. I'm not real big on the Flash there, but, it is Mcfarlane. He makes good stuff. I'm sure it's a fantastic toy. I probably will get the Dr. Fate. They look pretty cool. So if you're like me, go out, get one. And that's all I have today. So thank you for joining me here on the show. I know it's a short one, but we'll see you next time. Have a good one.